So hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a bit different to the usual reaction setups that we're going to be doing. Well, for one, I'm comfier. My reaction chair, the chair that I sit in when I'm filming, editing, all that stuff, it's broken. And it sits either so bolt upright that you feel like you're in a race car, or if you even tip the back of the seat, the whole thing flops backwards. Just straight down and you go flying across the room. So I thought I'd come up with a different format just for this style of video. And I don't know, if you guys have been with me for a while, you might remember way back, I used to do these videos on Fridays. And it was just like a catch-up video where I don't know, talk about the week, talk about whatever reactions or whatever videos I might have posted, or touch on some comments I might have gotten, stuff like that. So I was thinking about bringing that back. Well, I guess I'm not thinking about it no more, I'm actually doing it. But what do you think? Would you guys be interested in something like this? Again, I'm not really asking, am I? Because I'm here doing it. I just thought a more relaxed podcast style, just chat video would be fun to put in, because like I love the reaction videos, but I don't get a whole lot of time to talk and communicate with people through them. It's more just me screaming at a screen, which, to be fair, that's kind of my job. Absolute crazy thing to say, by the way. But I thought it'd be nice to be able to sit down and talk. So yeah, we're bringing the Friday videos back. I think it's going to be like a podcast style video where I don't actually know what that means. Usually podcasts have co-hosts. I mean, Steve is here, but he's out of frame. If you guys watched my reaction for episode 2 of season 2 of The Last of Us, then you know who Steve is. You've met. We've been introduced. There's also this little creepy bastard. How the hell did he get there? This is Rodney. He was actually a birthday present years ago when I was a child. My mother was in hospital for one of my birthdays. God, this is going back a while because she was pregnant with my brother. Anyway, she couldn't get out of the hospital to get me a present for my birthday, so she got me him in the hospital gift shop, and I love him immensely. Chester's somewhere in his bed as well. I don't know where he went. Oh, and this bitch, I forgot about her. How long have you been there? Oh, I got her in New York. This is such a strange start to a podcast. It's just meet the bears, I guess. Me and the gang. I'm such a sad, strange individual. Anyway, I got her in New York. I got her in Toys R Us. Do you guys even remember when Toys R Us used to be in Times Square? It was a little Irish baby child, and my mind had never been more blown than when I walked into Toys R Us. Still to this day, it's probably the most magical I've ever felt in my life. They had a fucking big wheel inside the shop, and they had a big dinosaur that you could hear roaring from all over the place in there as well. Oh my god. I'm not wrong, right? That is gone, isn't it? Toys R Us. They took away the fucking Disney store as well. The Disney store. Oh, when I tell you the amount of money I blew in the Disney store. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, the podcast. Do you know what? I will say I tried my hardest to talk slow during this podcast, because I'm recording this afterwards and I've just taken a look at the footage and I'm like, sweet mother of Christ on a bicycle. My mother tells me that I should come with real life subtitles, and I took offence to that, right? We were talking the other night and she was like, you need to learn how to slow down. You need to learn how to slow down and enunciate. You have to slow down when you're speaking. And I was like, I don't even talk fast unless I'm excited, which, you know, how often does that happen? Not very often. And she was like, how do people fucking understand you? And then I was editing a video recently and I had to cut out a chunk because I honestly could not figure out what I was trying to say. I was listening to myself. I must have listened to this clip 10, 15 seconds over, and I would have put subtitles on the screen. I've had to do that before. The accent, okay? That's what we blame it on. So I was trying to figure out what I was saying so I could put the subtitles on screen, and I had no clue what I was trying to say. It was just sounds. And I started this video with the intent of like, I'm going to talk slow and precisely. And I don't do that. I'm sorry. If you're like American or anything but Irish, how do you keep up with me? And how do you understand what I'm trying to put down for you? Because I struggle with that sometimes, even with myself. And I am Irish, by the way. If you're somewhat new here, I'm Irish. I'm Irish. I am Irish. I'm from Ireland. I'm from Limerick. I got a few comments last week that was like, I love the Welsh accent. Oh my god, I love your accent. I love the English. That's nice. Why are you saying that in my comment section? I'm very much Irish. Can't remember now where I was going with that neither. Anyway, back to the podcast. So I thought it would be fun to have like a sit down where we can just talk, catch up each week. It's going to be kind of weird for me, I guess, because one, I'm not good at staying on topic. Two, I do have topics written down that I want to talk about, but I get off topic so easily that I don't know that the list is just going to come in handy at all. I forgot what I was talking about again. But I like this podcast style of video because, like, I have a few content creators that I go to specifically for that. So, like, when you're doing the washing, do you know what I mean? Or when you're tidying up the house, or when you're going on a walk, or when you're going to the gym, if you're going fucking mental up on the treadmill, sometimes you just want somebody talking in your ear, telling you stories and keeping you company. And I thought, well, hey, I might try that. I wouldn't suggest listening to me on a treadmill, though, because I say some stuff that catches even myself off guard. If you're not careful, you might go flying across the gym. Anyway, so that's the introductions out of the way. I think I might move them. They're making me uneasy. I can see the camera here on my laptop and it just looks really weird. It's just me and my two guys. Please go back to where you were. Look less suspicious. Okay, we're going to get on to the points. Okay, point number 1 was I don't have a co-host. It's just me and my thoughts. I think we covered that. Me and the bears, I mean, it just looks like you've rolled up to the worst therapy session ever and we're here to judge you. Please don't put your mental health in my hands. I'll drop it. So my plan for this is probably, like I said, it'll be to catch up, to talk to you guys, all that fun stuff. But it's also going to be focused on, like, media, film, TV, shows, new releases, because that's kind of what I do here on YouTube anyway. We do reactions to a whole bunch of shows, and on Patreon it's even more. But I thought it would be fun to talk about, like, if this becomes a week by week thing, to talk about episodes, to talk about comments that I got, because oh my god, I love going through the comments on videos, and I do. I try to respond to as many people as I can, but sometimes I just can't. But I read most, if not all of them, and some of them make me laugh out loud. Some of them make me want to die a little bit inside. But to be honest, all of the comments on my Last of Us reaction video were so positive and so kind. Nobody was being mean or making fun of me, which, to be fair, once I realised the mascara was not waterproof, I was like, that's it, I'm going to be fucking roasted. I actually debated not even posting that video. For the first time ever, I was like, I don't know, man, people are going to be so fucking mean. And then they just weren't. And if you've been with me a while, you know I started my reaction channel on Walking Dead videos. Walking Dead's my absolute shit. It's my love. And I remember posting the reaction for the lineup, and there was like backlash there. People were kind of mean and making fun of me, and I remember a lot of mean comments around that time. I was fine with it. I didn't care. It's part of the territory. You get that with being online. But there wasn't any of that for this reaction. People were really nice, so thank you. If you were one of the nice people, thank you. And I got a comment from someone as well that it's probably one of the nicest things anyone's ever said to me, where someone said I could consider like a career or a degree in media studies, which I was like, because like I do love breaking down media. I do love like reviews and talking about stuff and looking deeper into episodes and silly shit like camera shots, camera angles, color grading, and everything. But I think it's because I'm so sarcastic that 9 times out of 10, if I say anything of like value and of substance, I feel like it gets lost. So I don't know, that just made me really happy. Thank you. If you're that person that's back here watching again, thanks. There's also been a few weird people in my DMs because the Last of Us video actually did quite well and I got a load of new followers. So if you're new here, hello, thank you for joining. And then some of them migrated over to Instagram. I got a few weird DMs. Please don't do that. But yeah, back to The Last of Us. Like, listen, I've played the games. I understand. I didn't think it would come this soon, okay? And it just hit me in my fucking soul. You're all out of bed excited for a show and then just you're trampled all over. The crotch of your feelings is kicked up around your throat. And then, you know, you lose one of your top 5 favourite characters of all time, which Joel Miller is. He's one of my top 5 ever. And then you think it's okay. I'll go see what people online are saying. What are people of the internet saying about this? I go onto Twitter and you search up Joel Miller and you see some pretty pictures of him, which I knew there would be. The girlies came in clutch over there, okay? Beautiful pictures of him and edits of him that made me feel warmed inside. And then I came across a tweet. That was just like R.I.P. and a sad face. And it was a picture of Joel Miller and a picture of the Pope. Right? Now, I hadn't been on the internet all morning long because when I get up to do a reaction, I avoid the internet, I avoid my phone, I just get straight into it. I do my makeup, do the reaction, and then I can go online. So I had been media silent. And I was like, I don't get this joke. Is there a part of the episode that like the Pope was mentioned? I want to laugh, but I don't get it. No, that is the story of how I found out that the Pope had died. I found out that the Pope had died through a Joel Miller meme. What is this year? I mean, to be fair, I remember finding out the results of the US presidential election through a supernatural meme. So, I feel like that's just, I think I like that way. I think I like the way that news is given to you through memes. Because I'm like, it kind of softens the blow. You're still getting the same news, but at least it's in a way that you recognise and understand. Imagine me trying to tell my grandkids that story. They ask, they're like, what happened today? That, the Pope who died on Easter, what was that day like? And I'm like, oh, I don't remember, sweetie. When was that? Oh, yes, that was the year Joel Miller died. You see, darlings, there was this sexy boy called Pedro Pascal, and I was very obsessed with him, and he died in a show. And then I was lurking the internet trying to find a shred of reason to be happy, and a meme informed me of the Pope's passing. I'm so chronically online. So that was my Monday. We got to talk about how amazing that episode was and how amazing the acting was. Bella killed it. Caitlin killed it. Pedro killed it. I know, like, I joke a lot about him and I'm like, oh, I love him. But I actually really do. I think he's probably one of the best actors that we've had in such a long time. And it's rare as well to have someone that's, yes, talented, yes, attractive, but also a good fucking person. And the more I learn about him and the more I see him, I'm like, I don't know, it just makes me happy. He did a killer job bringing Joel to life, and I'm not ready to say goodbye to him. Come back, will you? Please. Do you know what I found as well? And I only realised this last night. I was trying to look up some merch. Sometimes you just gotta hold up a mirror to yourself, don't you? Recently I was like, I've got to save more. Oh my god, bills are so high these days. What is going on? I think I'm the problem. I just sit around thinking of ways to spend my money. I'm so good at it. I'm so good at spending it. Anyway, so I was looking for some Last of Us merch to buy, and there isn't any for the show. There is some for the game, but there's not a lot for the show. Now maybe that's because the show is still so new. We're only on season 2, and I know they're trying to get licensing, and the rights to like imagery and stuff can be hard. I remember reading about that when season 1 of Interview with the Vampire came out. Now, Interview with the Vampire are killing it in terms of merchandising. They are just giving the public what we want. Last I saw, they brought out a line of pillowcases. By the way, if you haven't seen Interview with the Vampire and you're looking for a new show to watch, get on that shit. It's got vampires and it's got gayness. What more do you need in life? Nothing. This show, though, let me warn you, it puts you to the range of any emotion you could possibly feel for like every given episode. It's one of the rare shows where it gets better as time goes on, because I loved season 1 so much that before season 2 came out I was nervous. I was like, I don't think I'm gonna like this as much as season 1. I ended up liking it more than season 1. Jacob Anderson, oh Jesus, listen, oh my god, oh my good Jesus, he is one of the most, Game of Thrones, this is train of thought. This is absolute train of thought. You guys have to keep up or you're going to get left behind. Game of Thrones took a bunch of actors and just spat them out into the world, and they went on to be the most earth-shatteringly amazing characters or actors that you could possibly have. Pedro, right? Obviously was Oberyn in Game of Thrones. Jacob Anderson, who plays Louis in Interview with the Vampire, he was also in fucking Game of Thrones. He was Grey Worm. Where was I going with that? I don't remember. He's a really great actor, and Interview with the Vampire will blow your fucking heart clean out of your chest. If you're looking for something like that, my god, go watch it. And I remember when they said that they were making it, right? I was like, I didn't care, to be honest with you, because I didn't really care all that much for the movies. I remember there being like backlash when it was announced that like it was going to be a love story, basically, and that Louis and Lestat were going to be partners, and there was going to be gay all over the show. I remember seeing like a lot of backlash. It did pique my interest though. I have to say, you throw a little bit of gay in there, I'm like, oh, what's going on over here? And 9 times out of 10 I will watch it. But my mom watched the show before me and she wore me down. I was like, you have got to watch this show, it's so good. Watched it, became obsessed, whatever. I then went off and bought all of the books, and I'll try and show you in like a cutaway, or I'll take a picture and overlay it. I bought every single fucking book in the series, and I am on book I think I'm on book 3 from the end. So as someone who's read the books, yeah, it's all gay. It's all super gay. There's gay in the books. There's making out. There's fucking. There's sucking. There's kissing. The show, from what I can make out, is pretty goddamn close to the storyline. Obviously, things have changed and swapped around the place a little bit. But, like, I don't get where all the backlash came from when the show was announced. Now, maybe the people who were yelling the loudest on the internet knew the least, which is usually the case, and maybe they had just seen the movie and they knew nothing about the story. But if you knew anything about the story, you'd know they're actually staying quite true to it. So, anyway, we're going to talk about some new movies, some new releases. Okay. Have you guys been, like, bombarded over the head with the movie The Monkey as much as I've been? Because I knew where I was turning. I was getting ads for this fucking film, posters for this fucking film. Now, I'm not hard to please. I'm really not. I'd watch 2 fucking flies kick a little speck of dust up the wall. Do you know what I mean? So I was like, okay, I'll watch it. Leave me alone. Stop advertising towards me. You already have me. I am your demographic. I love horror movies. So I watched The Monkey. I don't want to say it was bad, but I don't think I can say it was good. I also think I didn't really get it, but I don't think I enjoyed it. Something I watched recently that was really fucking good. Oh, there's a new film out called Locked, right? With Bill Skarsgård and Anthony Hopkins. Anything that Bill Skarsgård touches, I'm going to be all over like a fly. Why have we used a fly analogy twice in the last 5 minutes? I don't know, but buzz motherfuckers. I'm all over that like a fly on something nice. So this movie I've been aware of for a while, right? I knew it was coming out. I saw, I don't know, was it like a write-up or something? I saw something about it. And I was like, a new Bill Skarsgård film, fucking finally, I'm in. I didn't really know what it was about. I didn't really read into the premise all that much. And I don't want to spoil it for you. But let me just say, imagine if your car was like governed by the devil. Or if Chit from Knight Rider was somehow homicidal. Now throw in Bill Skarsgård looking sinfully beautiful. That's the movie Locked. I've been on a Skarsgård kick lately though. I also watched Boy Meets World. Or no, Boy Kills World. 2 very different projects. Boy Kills World, the movie with Skarsgård. That film is like as close as you can come to being on an acid trip while being sober. And I loved every goddamn second of it. Obviously he was also in Barbarian. Great thriller. If you haven't seen Barbarian, you have got to watch Barbarian. I also got to interview the lead from Barbarian like a few months ago, and she was the sweetest person ever. That's been a highlight of the last like year for me, which would not be hard because the last year has been just, the last 12 months have been absolute dog shit, to be honest with you. We're not going down that road. I'm getting sidetracked again. Do you want a hot take? I'll throw out a hot take to liven up the mood. I fucking liked The Crow. I liked the remake of The Crow. Now, I get to say that because The Crow has been my favourite film since I was a fucking preteen, okay? I first saw The Crow when I was like 11 or 12. I watched it with my mother. She fast-forwarded all the inappropriate bits. But it was one of her favourite movies, and she used to watch like a heavily censored version with me, and then I got a bit older and I watched it. Favourite movie of all time. Has been since then. They announced they were remaking The Crow. I was like, I'm gonna like eat cement and poke my eyes out with my fingers. This does not need to be remade. Leave it alone. I don't know what's going on with the remake epidemic in the fucking world. But leave The Crow alone. And then I heard Bill Skarsgård was attached to it, and I was like, let them do their thing. One thing I will say, the character design for Eric, I didn't mind it, okay? My biggest problem was the tattoos. I don't care to put tattoos on him. It was kind of sexy. He's a very heavily tattooed person. I'm into that. I look at that and I go, oh, mwah, beautiful. My problem is the tattoos were fucking cringy. If they'd been a regular set of sleeves or something, you know, artistically beautiful, I think he would have looked a lot more cohesive. Why am I debating the tattoo placement of The Crow when that movie came out like a year ago? I don't know. That's where my brain's going. We're not on train of thought anymore, sweetheart. We are on a roller coaster of wonderment. Strap in. I saw a lot of people comparing him to like the Joker, Leto's Joker, and I'm like, okay, fine. But like, I liked the aesthetics of the remake. I didn't mind that it was what it was. I loved the soundtrack. I thought the soundtrack was really good. Having Enya smack bam in the middle of the soundtrack just knocked me out of my train of thought. And I actually really liked his transformation scene too. That you have him doing the makeup and stuff to the... I keep thinking it's Ready or Not, but it's not. The Fugees sampled Ready or Not. The song is originally an Enya song. We're Googling. It's originally a Enya song. And then that was later sampled. The Fugees was later sampled by Mario. Is it Mario? He sings I Don't Want to Know. Yeah, it's Boadicea. The Fugees sampled Ready or Not. Ooh. According to Google, the Fugees did not initially obtain permission to use the sample and were later required to give Enya credit and royalties. Anyway, so yeah, that song was featured in his transformation scene in the remake of The Crow, and I loved it. I thought it was nice. Is it as good as the original? No. Is it still enjoyable? Yeah. I'm sorry, I just love the Scards anyway. And it helped like broaden the story to a whole new generation, a whole new age of fucking people have watched The Crow because of the remake that was shit on so bad. People went back and watched the original and they were like, oh. And I agree, there's no outdoing the original, but it's okay to try and do your own modern spin. It's okay to try and modernise the story when it's been like 25, 30 years. People get so gatekeepy and strange over things. You see it as well with like video game adaptations or like comic adaptations. People, if you like the original work, they get so vicious and mean over the remake. Not all the time, of course, only sometimes. And there's a lot of media that I feel very protective over and that I love and that's meant a lot in my life. But like remakes aren't going to ruin that. You still have the original work. You still have the original thing. Adaptations aren't going to ruin that. You still have the original source material that you love so much. I'm out here about to go to fucking war for Bill Skarsgård. I'm here with my pitchfork like, he was a great Eric Draven. And they gave Shelley a story as well. I liked that. I liked that they brought Shelley into the story and made her more prominent in this one. Anyway, yeah, if we're talking about Skarsgård brothers, another hidden gem that is so fucking good. I don't know why I'm saying another because I haven't given you a single hidden gem yet. A hidden gem that is so fucking good is a film called Hidden with Alexander Skarsgård. My love for Alexander Skarsgård is a bit different from my love for Bill Skarsgård, okay? And I'm sure you are absolutely transfixed by this topic of conversation. You're welcome. I love Bill. I'll watch anything Bill is in because, I don't know, there's just something about him that I trust. He was in a film called Villains that absolutely blew me away. I've never watched him in a project and been disappointed in the project, ever. Alexander, I'm a little bit more like, I don't know. He's a great actor, but I feel like the roles he picks aren't as like particularly picked. You know what I'm saying? Like, I watched Battleship for Alexander Skarsgård. I don't want to talk about it. But he's in a film called Hidden and I came across it and I was like, gone, we've nothing to watch, might as well. It is so fucking good. If you like Alexander Skarsgård, you like apocalypse movies or like outbreak movies or end of the world type movies, you have got to watch this film. It is so good. And it is hidden. It truly is hidden. It is a hidden gem because I have never seen this movie talked about it. I've never seen it on any list. It is so fucking good. So there you go. You're welcome. I've given you something to watch this weekend. I want to go see Sinners. I want to see Sinners so fucking bad. My whole timeline is talking about Sinners. I'm like, I want to go see it. Let me out. Let me fucking out. I'm stuck in this room editing and I have to edit Andor. Oh my god. I did the first 3 videos for Andor. Let me just say, dropping 3 fucking episodes a week on the same day is madness. Whoever made that decision over at Disney, I hope both sides of your fucking pillow are warm on both nights. Both nights. I'm short-circuiting. I think I need a hug. I don't know if you guys like are keeping up or you're watching it, but Andor is 3 episodes a week, which, okay, that's a lot, but you go, okay. No. It's 3 episodes dropping at once. What kind of sick fuck thought that would be fun? 3 episodes at once. So I gotta do them after this video. I'm also doing a live stream tonight. I don't know when the fuck I'm getting out of this house next. I'm probably not gonna catch a sniff of fresh air for the next, 4 days. But when I do get out of here, I'm gonna go see Sinners, because I'm seeing everyone talking about it. It's got Michael B. Jordan. It's about vampires, and I think there's an Irish lad, or there's an Irish vampire in there, and it's a fella from Skins. I loved Skins. That show pretty much fucking raised me. I'm also oddly curious about the Minecraft movie. I mean, look, if you guys haven't guessed by now, my taste is not that great. I don't have a great taste in things, but that's okay, because you know why? I am an acquired taste too. If you don't like me, you have to just go acquire some taste. But things that generally, do really bad, they intrigue me, and I need to see them, so I have an odd morbid curiosity with the Minecraft movie. I'm going to try and get to see that, but I don't know, people are bringing chickens and shit to the screenings and it's kids screaming and being loud, and I don't think I have the kind of capacity in my soul to just deal with that kind of shit anymore. I haven't been to the cinema in months. The last thing I went to see was Nosferatu. Myself and my brother went to see it and it was really good. Oh my god, Bill Skarsgård again! I love him so. Oh my God, I love him so much. Bill, if you see this, I love your bones, man. I love you down to your bones. You were so fucking talented. That sentence sounded really odd, and I know, I'm sorry. I meant it in a pure way. It's an Irish saying, I love the bones of you. It sounds a bit weird when you say it out loud, though, as opposed to thinking it, which I guess is even fucking weirder. Do you know what's wild as well? I don't know, I put myself out there. I'm one of those kind of people that I'm like, again, you're either going to like me or you're not, whatever. If you resonate with me, I'm so sorry. Come on, join me, won't you? And if you don't, piss off. There's other people out there for you. Keep walking. But what's shocked me probably more than anything is like, I've had a few people in the past that I like, that have seen like my videos and have told me, yeah, like I've seen you on the internet, like you're funny, I like your content, whatever. And I'm like, oh, well, it doesn't like occur to me that someone might see this, and I know that sounds so fucking stupid, but I'm being honest. When I like this video, this is 31 minutes so far. We've been recording for 31 minutes. What the fuck have we talked about? Alexander Skarsgård's bones? Like, in my head, realistically, who's gonna watch this? I don't know. I don't know how well this video is gonna do. I don't know if people want to come along and fangirl and talk about new movies and releases and just be fucking weird with me. Maybe this is gonna go really well. I don't know yet. I'm not psychic. But there's something very terrifying about when somebody that you know and that you like, that's a part of a project, a movie, a show, something, when they see you back, I'm like, don't you break the fourth wall with me. Don't you walk into my house. This is where we fangirl. And it sounds so stupid, but it's true. And it's happened to me more than once. It's happened to me multiple times with different fucking projects. And each time it's like that goddamn shock Pikachu meme where I'm like, oh. So like you exist online too, huh? All of that to say, if I could interview anybody, it would probably be Bill Skarsgård. I've seen him in interviews before, and he has this beautiful aura of unamused, disassociated. I don't really want to be here, but I have to be here. And he's one of those people that interviewers don't know how to handle him. And I'm like, sweet mother of God, give him to me. I'm not entirely sure what camera to look into because I got a new iPhone and there's like there's 3 circles I'm looking at the moment. I don't know which one is the camera. It's like I'm looking at the top of a cooker. You know the little circle things you cook shit on? I don't know which one I'm supposed to be looking at. Oh well, if I'm staring off into the distance in far wonderment, just know I'm supposed to be looking at you, viewers. I'm obviously looking at the wrong one. Where was I? I don't know. This is fun. Are you guys enjoying yourself? Doesn't really matter. I'm having a fucking blast. And you know what? That's the most important thing. If you can enjoy your own company, you're aces. You're fine. You're splendid. I really could sit and have a conversation with the wall. Give me a camera and the illusion that someone's going to watch this and listen to what I have to say, and away with me. Jesus Christ, I could talk for fucking hours. I have so much to say in my head. But I do love making content, and it does kind of shock me sometimes that anybody would watch it, because, like, to be fair, what has this video been about? I hope I've made you laugh so far, somewhere in the middle of there. If I did, I assure you it was not fucking intentional, because I'm thinking, in my brain right now, this video has actually been quite dull. I think this video's been kind of dull, with the exception of you meeting the fucking gang of bears. I'm like, what was there of substance in this? I'm not sure. But sometimes that's all you need, is a little bit of ha-ha and silliness. Right? Like I said, I've had people that I really like reach out to me and be like, I like your content, and it makes me want to puke blood. One time, I'm not going to give any names, but one time somebody messaged me to tell me that they thought it was funny and that I made them laugh, and they specifically said that they spat out their drink. And I was in bed, I was asleep, as you do be at night time, and I remember getting the notification and like looking at my phone and being like, is this real? And then I had to like wake myself up, and it was really them. And I whatever, I made sure. I got tangled in the bed covers because I was trying to get out of the bed and was still half asleep. Now listen, I'm a chronic sleepwalker and teeth grinder. So like when I sleep, I don't know what I'd be doing inside this room. I'd be getting some kind of workout in the midnight hours. I walk around the place grinding my teeth. I've woken up in different rooms. I've woken up looking out the window before, which scared the living daylights out of me. So sometimes I wake up and things are just in odd places around the room is what I'm trying to get at. So I was trying to get out of the fucking bed, and I think I'd been on my midnight trip the night before because like there was stuff moved around my room that shouldn't have been there. I got stuck in the covers, tripped, nearly split myself open on the floor. All while the phone is still in my hand, mind you. And I get out and get to my brother's room and I'm banging his door down. I didn't even check what time it was, by the way. I just woke up and was like, I need my brother to check this. Is this true life? Is this real? Or is it like a Stan account that's messaging me? So he comes out to the door and is like, what? And I'm like, you gotta get your phone, you gotta get your phone, you gotta get your phone, you gotta check this for me. He checks it. It all checks out. It is the person. And me and him just stand staring at each other in the hallway like, what? And my brother was like, how does this person even know who you are? And I was like, I don't know. I might vomit. I might actually get sick. And I just had to sit in the hallway and just kind of sit there and think about life for a few minutes. Yeah, no, there was no point to that story. I just thought I'd share. I don't remember where I was going with that. If there was an end goal, was there? I guess the end goal is, if you've any sleepwalking tips, please let me know. But it's always really nice when people leave nice comments or under videos or message me to say nice things. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a very obsessive person. I talk an awful lot about fucking God knows what. But I am very passionate about shows and films and movies, and I'm very passionate about escapism and the art that like it takes to make something like that. So yeah, I mean, whenever anyone says they find my content funny or amusing, whatever the fuck it may be, it does mean an awful lot to me. I do take it to heart. My titty's about to pop out of this fucking vest for some reason. Jesus, Mary and Joseph, the girls are coming out. No, they're not. Yeah, I don't know, it just means a lot to me, so thank you. But every now and again I'm shook down to my core. I'm shook, my timbers are shivered. And that was one of those times. So there's something to be said about being yourself. Unapologetically yourself. Even if you're a lot. Even if you are a lot, and I know I am. I'm aware. It doesn't bother me. Someone will like you. And you know what's even more terrifying? The right someones might like you. And then before you know it, you find yourself in rooms that you never thought you'd be in. Talking about things that you never thought you'd be talking about. It's my cryptic way of saying I might have an opportunity coming up at some stage. Hopefully, maybe, if it works out. Life is just an abundance of maybes. But yeah, it's strange. And like I said, I've been doing this for like 8 or 9 years at this point. There's still people discovering me. There's still people coming along out of nowhere being like, dude, how have I just found you now? And I'm like, I don't know, love. I've been here for a fucking while. I've been yelling at myself for years. Thank you for joining. Here's a set of earplugs. And it's so funny as well because I posted a TikTok where I was asking people for like their hottest takes on The Walking Dead, because again, that's pretty much where most people know me from. I started with Walking Dead reactions. That's where most people would still know me from. And we're going to be starting Dead City reactions in a few weeks as well when that show comes back. And it's funny because like I get that TikTok like took off and gained a lot of traction. Like everyone's sharing their hot takes on The Walking Dead, everyone's sharing opinions, and because of that it's like pushing the TikTok out to more people. But I'm getting a lot of comments of people like, oh my god, like I remember you, I used to watch you, I used to love you, I used to watch you all the time back in the day. And I'm like, used to? And then there's people like, where have you been? And again I'm like, I understand that that's a kind thing to say, like, oh my god, I used to watch you back in the Walking Dead days, but at the same time it's like the mother of all backhanded compliments, because it's like I still make content, arguably better content now, especially because I've moved on to like interviewing cast and crew from shows and stuff, and you know, the reactions have broadened to not just Walking Dead universe anymore. It's like we do Interview with the Vampire, we do Doctor Who, we do Last of Us. I'm hoping to do Andor, even though they're fucking killing me with 3 episodes a week format. But yeah, it's The Walking Dead's always going to be special to me. I absolutely love that show. I love the bones of that show. I don't remember how we got here, but somehow it always fucking comes back to The Walking Dead, doesn't it? And the funny thing is, I remember that fandom being mean as fuck to me back when I started. Back when I first started making reaction videos, I was like, I remember just being, I was in love with Daryl, and do you know what? You think I'm in love with Joel Miller? You guys should have seen me at my Daryl Dixon obsessed, the height of it. You should have fucking seen it. oh Lord almighty, I would have trampled any other character just to make sure that little bitch was okay. And I just remember people being like, she's so annoying, she's so loud, she's so whatever. And like, again, the person behind the screen is human, so they read these comments. And I was like, do you know they're in the Vampire Diaries? You can turn off your humanity. I'm lucky because I think I was born with the ability to just deflect shit. You know what I mean? I was reading all these comments about myself like, okay. And it's like, it did get to me, but like not really, obviously, because I'm still myself. And I'm still loud and annoying, and I obsess, and I will, if I'm in love with someone, I'm going to be like, I love him. Oh my God, I love him. He's so pretty. He's so beautiful. He's so splendidly, amazingly wonderful. And I think, I don't know, I think there's something about being like really obsessive in yourself that's just nice. Everyone is so caught up with being like cool and being nonchalant and seeming like you don't care. Like, I like that show, but like, whatever. Like, I'm happy to be over obsessed and fucking insufferable about certain things. Do you know what I have fallen out of love with though? I've completely fallen out of love with murder documentaries. That's my attempt at being subtle. Changing the conversation. You gotta make yourself laugh, like, or who will at the end of the day. I was going somewhere with that point. So I'm sick of murder documentaries, right? Getting giggles now and I'm getting too fucking hot. Oh, my face is going all pink. So like, I used to love murder documentaries, and I know that's like probably weird to say, but this was back when they were like cool and everyone loved them, right? I used to like true crime podcasters and YouTubers. Now some of them do really good, don't get me wrong. Some of them donate to charity and they have non-profit organizations set up and they bring awareness to cases and stuff, but some of them are just so like out of touch. I was watching one recently, and I won't name any names, but I was watching someone recently, and they were interviewing somebody who had lost a family member. So it was these two sitting on a chair interviewing somebody who had lost a family member, and in the middle of this person pouring their heart out about their loved one who had passed away, the video cuts to like a title screen, and they're trying to sell like deodorant. It was a voiceover of one of the fucking hosts being like, do you guys need an all-day solution to your fucking smelly armpits? Or whatever the fuck she was talking about. She was like, you need this one. Walk, don't run. No, run, don't walk. And it just took me out of it, that I was like, I was in the moment grieving with that person. And it's so dystopian. And I don't know, with the way the world is going, I understand you need sponsors. I understand you need ads. I totally get that. I know. I mean, I don't have any sponsors because, I don't know, I sit laughing at myself watching telly. That's what I do. But like, I understand you need ads and sponsors and stuff. It just felt really inappropriate and dystopian the way it was done. And it's not the first time I've seen it neither. There's a bunch of true crime YouTubers that I used to watch that I can't watch anymore because they cut to ads at the weirdest of times, or they make jokes in the middle of talking about a case. And I'm like, I'm a silly, sarcastic bitch. I'm a very silly, sarcastic person. I make jokes out of everything. I make jokes out of my own pain. That's how I deal with things. But if you're covering a case that isn't yours, it's not your story, nothing got to do with you, and you're making jokes, or you're doing makeup, which is another massive thing. Beauty community doing makeup while talking about murder cases. There's a multitude of people that do that, and I'm like, again, I mean, you're getting the story out to like a lot of people. So I guess it's good in that way. But you're playing with your lipsticks talking about someone's life. I don't know. It completely put me off it. I just completely was turned off the whole thing, and I haven't watched true crime or nothing like that in a long time now. Thank you for not asking. Do you know, I was thinking about getting a Last of Us tattoo, but I couldn't like decide on what to get. That was a nothing sentence. I'm so sorry for sharing. That was so boring. I just don't know what to get. I know everyone gets Ellie's tattoo, but lads, I already have like borderline sleeves. There's no room. I've got no room on me for that unless I get it somewhere else. And I already have plans for my back, so it's not going on my back. It's not going on my back. Don't suggest it. If you're still here watching, I'm so sorry. Rodney, come here to me. We are so sorry. And you know what the sad thing about it is? I'm fully sober. I'm 100% sober right now. We should start filming these podcasts late at night, Friday nights, after a few drinks have been had. Now, it would be completely unimaginable. I don't think anything would make sense. So, that was the first podcast I've done. No, it wasn't. That's a lie. I've been on podcasts before. Well, that's the first podcast I've done. It's still a lie. What am I trying to say? My first podcast. This is... Jesus fucking Christ. I'm crashing now. I'm losing myself and I can't stay. I can't stay. That's it. I might try and make this a weekly thing, and if not, it'd be every second week or something. But I do want to bring it back, and specifically on Fridays, because I did used to do those Friday chit chat videos, and they were so fucking cringy, and I was so fucking annoying. But you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. So I thought I'd introduce this style of video. Oh, does my hair look that bad all video? Oh, Christ. That was fun. I enjoyed that. As always, I have my Instagram link down below if you want to come down and follow me over there. Feel free to. It makes not as much sense as anything else that I do. So my Twitter, my TikTok, everything is linked down below. My band's Instagram is also linked down below because I am the drummer in a band. I've talked about this before. I'll probably be going into this like at length next episode of this because I gotta talk about how that came to pass, how it's happened, what we're doing. But I'm a drummer in a band. It's my brother's band, which it's interesting. I thought it would be hard working with a sibling. It's not. It's probably the easiest thing I've ever fucking done, and it's going so well that I'm speechless. But yeah, I'm the drummer, and of course that would make sense because I'm very loud and annoying and in your face. And imagine me, the exact same but with a set of drumsticks. We had band practice the day after Joel Miller died, and you should have seen the fucking rage I was unleashing. My poor Kit didn't know what hit it. Grief hit it. Do you know what though? When the Pope passed, I learned... We're back on that topic. When the Pope passed, I learned that the Christians are allowed like 5 days of mourning, right? And if they can get that, then like let me alone for like at least a week with Joel Miller because I think it's where we're gonna leave it.